I mean, to be fair, I would do this. But no, I don't.
I figured out that was a trick.
But that just means that you all have great seats, right? Now, I am clearly not your very charming cruise director, Miss Slanka Ma. I hear she's been called away, but will be rejoining us soon. In the meantime, all I can think about is what a handsome host you have. Thank you, sir. My name is Rafe Ball. I do see quite a few familiar faces in the audience tonight. For those of you who I haven't had the pleasure of meeting yet, let's rectify that soon. As I always say, well, as I frequently say, I've never said this before, but I've always thought it. You never know where you're going to meet a friend or an ally. Woo! But, all right, settle down. Now, today in the atrium, you may have heard her play, but tonight, you will hear her play! A remarkable musician in her own regard, and wait till you hear what she can make this thing do. Please give that love to Wani! Yeah! Woo! Travelers, friends, once in a galactic lifetime, you meet someone who is, in every sense of the word, a star. A singer-songwriter who not only writes, but writes from her very soul. Every time I stand on a stage that she is about to electrify, I know one thing for certain. Well, then I'll get up and bring this spiel again in the next show. But, it is an honor and a privilege every single time. Travelers, friends,
the first order showed up.
Lenka, I see you've returned with our friend, or not?
Well, I was actually pretty worried that Lieutenant spilled their secret,
but I will protect your seat. Are you a fan of mine?
I'm sure you have plenty of fans.
How did you like my last song? The one you walked in halfway through? Collapsium, in case you missed that.
I did not miss that.
Well, it is a classic, yet always relevant. You know something about power, Lieutenant, yes?
Oh yes, I do.
But desiring power often falls a bit short, doesn't it? Have you had to give up anything in your climb through the ranks, Lieutenant?
Nothing of consequence.
But what have you taken, Lieutenant?
Yes. It's the 100% electric slide. love their little side conversations. Me thoughts during dinner because it was a show and it was fantastic. What were your thoughts of the captain's table, Tom?
Oh, fantastic. Initial thoughts, the captain hanging with us for a minute was cool. Very cool. She got taken away. Oh, we got something going on.
I'm sorry.
So if you don't know, the captain's table is like a $30 upcharge. It holds 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 people and the captain. So it's very, very hard to get. But if you can get it, it's only a $30 upgrade. And you're already in for 5 Gs, why not see if it's available? The food was fantastic. You haven't anything yet to compare it to. As far as like, well, lunch was fantastic. Lunch was amazing. So this was next level. Like, you haven't been to, I think that food was, for what it was just as good as any Disney restaurant, if not better. I haven't had food that like as many options and that weird and consistent since DNA. That's where I know it. It's not the same quality, but it's just as good. Like they're both really, really good. If you can get this, I highly, highly, highly recommend it. You can only pick one night.
Absolutely do it because Gaia walks around. She walks all over the place, but she walks by the captain's table much more.
Yes.
One of the other characters involved themselves. Hold on, they're talking about dessert.
Oh yeah, hang on.
With caramel, yuzu, passion fruit, and Cardelia jelly.
Wow. While she's talking about dessert, you also get this medallion as part of the captain's table, which is really cool, and it includes a champagne toast when you sit down with the captain. I was a few minutes late, but they waited and did one with me separately. So that was pretty cool.
Captain even called it out.
Yeah. It was a toast to tardiness, so that's exciting.
Spoiler alert. So, spoiler alert, if you're here on the captain's table, ask the captain about a relationship with one General Leia Organa.
Yes. Oh yeah, that's a good little Easter egg there. Fantastic. I mean, we're going to give our thoughts on the podcast, obviously, but this was something I was really looking forward to, and it not only delivered, it exceeded. It was fantastic. I can't wait for dessert. Yeah, it's going to be delicious. It's
my jam.
And from what I understand too, it's every night it's a different. So if you get Captain's Table night 1, it's a different meal than Captain's Table night 2. So it's different each night. So it's pretty interesting. So I have so many thoughts. I'm just trying to think about just Captain's Table right now. I mean, it's so much, but it's fantastic. So I highly recommend 10 out of 10. Last thing before we move on. The service at the captain's table was absolutely fantastic. I didn't have to ask for anything. Yeah, no, I didn't say these cast members are. This is, I will say this, and I'll talk about it more on the podcast, but this is a different level of Disney right now. A much different level. Yeah, it exceeds it. Yeah. I did the podcast with Evan, the legendary 4-hour podcast with Evan, and he hyped it up.
The thing where you said I love it?
He hyped it up so much, and I was like, I don't know if it can really match what he's saying, but it didn't just match it, it topped it. It's better than I even thought it was going to be, and I came in with the high expectations, and then Evan made those high expectations even higher.
There you go.
I'm blown away, man. I'm absolutely blown away.